deep in the heart of the Cambridgeshire countryside. Retired salesman John Stimpson, known locally as the Swift Man, is eagerly awaiting the arrival of his favourite bird.
I've got one here. They're the first ones of the year. They've made it back. Fantastic. Thrilled to bits. I shall go to bed tonight a very, very happy man. I've seen my first swifts of the year. Brilliant.
Every year, swifts migrate to the UK from Africa, arriving in the spring, staying long enough to breed. Pairs mate for life and return to the same nesting site year on year. But between 1995 and 2020, the UK saw a decline of up to 60% of the common swift population.
When I was a child, the village that I lived in, there were a lot of colonies of swifts flying around. And it's still a vivid memory even now, 80 years later. They're just not there in the number.
In December 2021, swifts were added to the UK's Red List for bird species in most urgent need of our help.
Unless we do something, there won't be any anywhere.
Recent research suggests that changes in juvenile survival are the most likely driver of the swift's decline. But another possible reason is modern building design and the refurbishment of old buildings and barns, depriving swifts of important nest sites. In an attempt to save his beloved swifts, John took it upon himself to start making nest boxes for them to replace their homes that had vanished.
I've been known to be out there from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, making the swift boxes. I never had any intention of fully retiring, sitting down and watching television all the time. No, that's not for me. Nature's been very good to me all my life. And when I see it in the state that it is in now, I'm desperate to do something about it. And this is one way in which I can do a little bit towards it, particularly for the swifts.
Word soon got out, and orders for John's swift boxes started coming in thick and fast.
When I first started, I could make probably 3, and that would take me literally all day. Whereas now, if everything has been cut out, I could manage 35.
Thanks to John's work, there are now swift boxes adorning many homes across the UK. Swifts are gregarious, social birds, so installing multiple boxes encourages more of the colony to take up residence.
When I see a swift couple using it, I am particularly pleased about that. When I can actually say, if I hadn't have done that, would they still be nesting there, or would they have given up?
Since making his first box 15 years ago, John has single-handedly provided vital homes for over 30,000 pairs. That's over half of the UK's population of swifts.
Up to today, I've made 34,673 boxes.
Funnily enough, this hasn't gone unnoticed.
A gentleman called Chris Packham challenged me to get to 30,000 boxes. When I'd got the 30,000, he then said, we'd better make it 40,000. So, without thinking, I said, oh, well, OK, then we'll do 40. Leaves me about 5,500 to go.
You know, sometimes when we see a problem, we think, it's just too big for us to sort it out, us as individuals. We couldn't possibly have an impact. Got to take a lesson from that gentleman. What a significant impact You know, an enormous number of UK swifts nesting in boxes that he's made. You've got to salute him. He's an absolute legend.
34,673, and he's going to reach your challenge, I reckon.
I think he will, and if he doesn't, I'm going to have to turn up one Sunday morning and muck
Give him
in.
a hand, I think you will.